So before we jump into this, you want to give any shout outs
Yep.
to your locals, your friends?
Shout out to my local game store, Deals and Dragons, and my buddies Eli, Michael, and Eric, who I play with a bunch and have play tested with a bunch.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And your matchups for this local event?
So round one, I had played against Guru, won the die roll, and then first turn built board, couldn't break through it. OTK. Second game, also just had Harpy's Feather Duster, cleared his back row, and then was able to take control of the game and blow through everything else using Belrose Sword. Second round, I played against a Paleozoic Eldritch, and I lost the die roll. Game one, he went first, and I just couldn't break through his board, so ended up scooping that up. Sided in a lot of back row hate, and then was able to clear out the next two games easily enough. And then round three, played against a Striker Eldritch. Luckily, game one, he never really saw any of his Eldritch cards, and
sad.
Given that I had gone first with winning the die roll, I was able to just power through everything. And then game two, he went first, and I sided in enough back row hate that he wasn't able to ever establish a board setup. And then for the final round, I played against Bird Up, or Tri-Brigade Lyrisk, and lost the die roll, so lost game one. Didn't see any of my hand traps going against it, or when he was going first. But then game two, game three, I was able to establish a board and out-pressure him.
And so how you feel about Dragonlings, like as a deck right now?
I feel it's a pretty strong deck. I don't know if I'd count it as tier 1 or even tier 2 necessarily.
Okay.
But it's at least tier 3. So I feel like the deck has some favorable matchups where it's able to put out a decent board with good recovery options. It generates enough card advantage that you aren't ever necessarily going minus with the plays. You're able to put up not necessarily impressive boards, like in formats past with Link Cross, but you're still able to get Seal and Boral Sword or Hot Red.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then sometimes get icing on the cake with Xanathon. Down the deck list,
sure.
We have two Abster Abster is a good extender, but generally it's something that you just send to grave with Dragon Ravine. It gets you rockets to your hand, so if I'm opening Dragon Ravine, I do like starting with it and getting it for a Tracer to pop, so that way I'm able to keep up a Boot Sector launch without, and then also use the Tracer to pop the Ravine, so I'm not losing card advantage as I'm furthering my plays. And then we do have the white and black dragons, which are probably the best starter cards of the deck. If you can, say, disrupt your opponent with your hand traps of Nibiru and Gamma on their turn, or just in general through Chaos Space, getting them fed and fueled up, it lets you just push a lot further than you otherwise normally would be able to. We're running 3 Black Metal Dragon because it searches you Red MDU, which is another just good extender. Helps you chain block your Striker Dragon, or you can chain block it with Striker Dragon, because people are a lot more likely to have Skullmeisters, Ghost Bells, and such this format. So it's better to actually chain block the black metal so you can get your search there.
Okay.
Then we have the 1 Chaos Dragon Levianeer. You're able to recycle it. It's just a good card. It's level 8 for Xanathon. And then ripping a card from opponent's hand is always a good thing. Going second, it can help break boards with the Banishing Lights and Arcs for it. So it's just a solid piece. I'm also playing 1 Magna Rocket because it actually is an out to Dragoon if it's been baited out already, or for the Dragoon Negate, because it just non-targeting send a monster on the field to the grave, which is a clean out to Dragoon, which is always nice. Then for one of our hand traps, we're playing triple Nibiru. Nibiru's a light, so it's good if you need to discard it off Chaos Space. You can add it to your hand if you do mill it off Chaos Ruler as well. So it's a strong card, and it will rock some boards.
For sure.
Then we have we have what I'd consider one of the best extenders of the deck, Noctivision Dragon. Noctivision, when a dark is special to your field, you can special it from your hand, and then when sent to grave as link material, you get to draw a card. So this is the ideal Chain Link 3. So you have your normal summon black metal plus your Noctivision. You normal black metal, link it off into your striker. You can black metal 1, striker 2, and then Nocto 3. So you've chain blocked from just about every hand trap in the book there. And then you can link the striker and the Nocto. I was usually going into a Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spears because Nibiru is just a more difficult card to play around nowadays with Dragon Link because you aren't able to go into an early Herald.
Yeah.
So Noctivision just lets you play through that and give you more card advantage, getting you the draw when it is linked off as well. Otherwise, we have the one Brotar, which is my first target to bring off of LP. Brotar will generally search the Chaos Dragon Levianeer. However, I have used it to search Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, just for the extra extender. Then we have 3 Gamma. Cypher and Gamma is one of the only cards that actually negates and destroys, so it provides more value than most hand traps.
Sure.
Even with the added brick of the driver. Worst case scenario, you can always pitch the dead Gammas, and if you open driver for Chaos Space to help fuel your grave.
Yeah.
Then we have Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, or Red MD. Another great extender, will revive back whatever card you need from the grave. I've used it to revive Pisty to keep extending, and in late game scenarios, it's just a great card to revive whatever you need. Then we have Rocket Recharger. Using it in tandem with Striker Dragon can get you whatever dark you need from your grave, because you can use Striker targeting itself and the Recharger in grave. Pop the Striker Dragon, add back the Recharger, and now since a Dark Dragon was destroyed, you can discard Recharger, targeting the Striker Dragon, and then special back any other dark monster from grave. And then we have 2 Rocket Synchron. The reason that we went to 2 is because it's still a decent normal summon for the Monster Reborn effect. Using it to bring back a Chaos Ruler so that you can go into a Hot Red Archfiend or Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Or otherwise just having the extra level 1 body for LP Pisty or any other extender is always nice. 3 Tracer, it's the best rocket card in the game as far as I'm concerned. If you ever get it out, it's bringing out even more cards and just continuing to extend your plays. Starliege Seifert it's a starter, it's an extender, and it's the gift that keeps giving. Because you can normal summon it, link or send it to the grave, search your black dragon, banish it for the black, do your entire combo, and then still bring it back with the Pisty. So that way you can then use it to recycle your Levianeer later in a combo.
It's just too broken.
Then we have the White Dragon, which partners really well with Black Dragon. Cyphering Driver, which is the only true brick of the deck in my opinion. Then we have Boot Sector Launch, which it's still a good card. I've put it back off of Saryuja's several times just to add it back with Striker Dragon later in the turn. 3 Chaos Space helps search your starters, gets dead Gammas out of your hand. Great Droll Bait, so if you use Chaos Space to search and then they attempt to Droll you and you have Gamma in hand, you can just bait out the Droll right then and there, get the Gamma on field, use the Gamma to go into Chaos Ruler and keep extending. Then we have Dragon Ravine, searchable off the Romulus in the extra deck. Otherwise, it will foolish you your Abster Routers or your Starliege Seiferts for just extra extenders. I've even used it to foolish the Levianeer a couple times when I already had a Seifert engraved, so I could banish the Seifert, add back the Levy. It just lets you toolbox for whatever you need. 3 Quick Launch gets you rockets without eating your normal summon. Just great card. And then World Legacy Guard Dragon, it's a 3 of. If you aren't playing it, you should. If you don't have it, get it. Great card. It helps you, basically makes any of your normal summons that go +1 with it into full combo with Spheres, LP, and the whole 9 yards without needing an additional extender. Then going down to the extra deck, we have Borlode Savage Dragon. It's good. It's Ami Negate. The only downside is it doesn't destroy when it negates something. So if you have, if you're, say, against a Subterra player and they keep flipping up a Guru, it's going to keep
it's not going to work.
Negates. Then we got Chaos Ruler, which will excavate 5 cards, and then add one of the excavated to your hand for the light dark monsters. And then it also acts as an extender by banishing light and dark from your grave to revive it. So I have Chaos Ruler with the Rocket Synchron on field. Use the Rocket Synchron on Chaos Ruler to go into the hot red, and then I'd revive the Chaos Ruler, and then have Levianeer or Noctivision on field as well, and then I'd overlay those for Sanafond. Normally, Chaos Ruler would get banished when it leaves the field. However, once you overlay it for Sanafond, it doesn't remember that it should have been banished.
Okay.
Hot red, quick effect, Omni Negate.
Yes, I like this card.
It's Omni Negate on the field. So while I'm not necessarily playing native outs to cards such as Dark Ruler no more, if I have Twin Twisters sighted in, I can actually activate Twin Twisters, discarding a card, and then chain Hot Red to negate the Dark Ruler. Then we have Sanafond, prevents graveyard special summoning, which Virtual Worlds do it, Striker does it, Eldritch does it, Bird Up does it a little bit, not nearly as much as the other decks.
Yeah.
Then we have Bullsword for going for game, Delindrous Dragon, because it's just another dark dragon monster that you can use to extend. Romulus is a great card, adds you Ravine. If you actually special summon a dragon from the extra deck to his own points to, you can special another dragon from hand, which lets you extend further, get out more plays. If you say summoned an LP to his arrow, and then you can summon out another dragon, make your striker dragon, and now you have 2 arrows that are pointing to the same spot for LP to trigger. Pisty, best card in the grind game. I can't overstate how much I've revived it off of Red MD, how much work it's put in.
Definitely.
2 Heavenly Spheres. I actually ended up borrowing one from a buddy of mine because it's $7, I believe.
Shout out to him, bud. Shout out to him.
Last I had checked, and been creeping up. And it's non-targeting to bounce. It grabs you your follow-up for next turn. Great card, helps you play through Nibiru. Saryuja Skulldread helps you dig for whatever cards you might need. Put back your driver if you don't like it. Otherwise, helps you just grab whatever you need for the situation. I have 2 Striker Dragons, so I played 2 Striker Dragons. I'd probably play a third if I had it, but I don't know necessarily what I'd cut for it. And then the last card, the Unchained Abomination. It should be an Apollousa, but I was lazy and didn't want to swap it out of the other deck I had it in. But it's still a good card. It's a dark, so once you're locked into darks from the extra deck from Tracer or Rocket Synchron, you can still summon it. You can use Delindrous Dragon to get it out, so it's just another great card to toolbox out.
Abomination is a great card.
Yeah. Going through the side deck a little bit, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Gold, 3 Ghost Spell. If I don't have enough hand traps in the main, I'll put in more. I'd take out the Noctivisions, usually going second, because while it's a good card, if I'm stopped on my first summon, it's a dead card, so I'd rather just put in more cards to help stop them from building boards. If I know I'm going first, I'd side in a Called by the Grave, take out Nibiru, because I can dig for it, and then I'm a little more insulated. Back row decks, be warned, Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 Twin, and Red Reboot. You have enough +1s in the deck that Twin Twister's discard doesn't hurt, while still enabling you to clear out more back row and trade favorably.
That's great. That's great, buddy. But yeah, thanks again, buddy. I really do appreciate it. Congratulations on your first place. Don't forget to send me more lists, and keep dueling and have fun at your locals, man. Support your locals, buddy. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. You know how it is, man. Peace, love, and gaming. Exodia-Man out. Deuces.